Hi, my loves. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I really hope that everything is well with you today. If you are new, welcome. My name is Tori, and if you're returning, thank you so much for all of your love and your support. You guys, if you are interested in booking a personal reading or anything else, that information can be found in the description box. So, there's a very heavy energy that is it's sitting right on top of me right now, and I feel like this is a message that a lot of people need to hear. So, quick little backstory. I have been recording readings since last week, but I haven't really wanted to upload them. Yeah, we're in Mercury retrograde, but I don't know. Something is just really weird lately. Anyway, for the Libra reading, you guys, I've been separating the readings. So I'm doing the twin flames and soulmates and separation readings. And you also get a singles reading. So last week when I recorded the Libra singles reading, it was a very off-putting energy in the reading, and the video just stopped. Okay. There's no reason at all for a video to stop. It's easy for us to say, oh, it's Mercury retrograde, but it didn't make sense why the video cut off. So today when I shared the videos, somehow I accidentally uploaded the twin flames and separation Libras reading for the singles reading, and someone was able to point that out to me. Thanks, Yvette, if you're watching. But the message in the Libra's singles reading was, I was saying, everything that glitters isn't gold. There's a very toxic, devilish energy that a lot of people are dealing with. I also, and I'm very tapped into the collective energy. I've had about 5 personal readings that I had to do over the weekend where people were saying, I just met this person and I think they're my twin flame. And it's interesting because some people, they don't even know the person's full name, birthday, nothing, but there's a magnetic attraction and they feel like that person is their twin flame. Okay. That has happened at least 5 times this weekend of me taking personal readings. So a moment ago, I started to record this video because I'm like, obviously, Spirit was saying that this isn't just for the sign of Libra. It didn't hit me until after I was like, we're in Libra season. So I think that this is an energy that a lot of people need to be aware of in Libra season. Everyone, the scales are being balanced. Justice is here. So with that, new levels comes new devils. A lot of people are about to fall for like a counterfeit or a really false twin flame or a karmic soulmate, and you need to be aware of these energies. Okay, so about an hour ago, I sat down to record this reading to pick up this energy, and when I finished shuffling the cards, actually no, I sat down and I started recording this reading, and I got to like the 5th minute, and all of a sudden, someone bangs on my door. And the people, it's here where I live, they're doing maintenance. So they're checking all of the fire sprinklers in everyone's home. That never happens. Okay. So I'm just like, so when it comes to this Libra reading or this energy, this is the 3rd major just disruption. And all I could think was like, ring the alarm. So I gathered up the cards that I had out already, and then I sit down now. And I have the 7 of Wands here and the Devil. Underneath that is the 3 of Pentacles and then the 5 of Swords. This is a battle, you guys. This is spiritual warfare for sure. A lot of you have a very toxic person that's coming to you, or they're already around you. You think that this person is around you to help you, to heal you, to collaborate with you. You think that this person is bringing about stability and security. And I see now that the cards are already just talking. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. You have here the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Now, in the Libra reading, I remember I kept speaking about specifically a Scorpio. There's this for a lot of you, it is it could be any sign, but for a lot of you, there is a water sign person around you. Yeah, here's the 3 of Cups. Some of you need to be careful because you have someone around you. You're trying to celebrate with this person. You feel like you've met your divine person. It's 3:33 p.m. right now, 3:33 on the clock. You feel like somebody is coming into your life and they're there to complete you, mind, body, spirit, soul. This is everything that you've been waiting on, and this person is about to destroy you. Some of you now, you feel like you're on this my spirit guys, they can be really funny at times, because they just say this high horse. You feel like you're on a bit of a high horse right now, where you're like, you're so done with the past. Look at this. The cards are just talking like you feel like you're completely done with the past, right? The past is over. You transformed. You have it all figured out, and you've manifested this person. You've manifested this divine partnership. This person's coming in to be everything that you want, but I promise you it's probably a big illusion. You really need to make sure that you're being very practical, very logical, and intentional. Some of you really need to pump the brakes in some of the situations that you're getting into, or you need to be mindful of this when certain people comes towards you. Now, for some of you, this is a person from the past that could be coming towards you, claiming that they are in some type of new energy, and they're really not. For some of you, this is a brand new relationship, or it's someone that you may be meeting soon. I just feel that there is a layer of illusionment here. Here's the sun and the high priestess here. You need to be extremely discerning at this time. For some of you, you have a lot of great things that are happening right now with the Eight of Wands being here. Like I said, you're moving quickly towards the sun. So of course, the devil is trying to trick you. The devil is absolutely trying to trick you. Some of you have the Queen of Wands here. There's someone that's coming around and they feel like you look good. You feel like this person looks good. And I kept saying that in that Libra reading, everything that glitters is not gold. Some of you, you're turning your back on a person that's really good for you, or you're not wanting to move towards someone that's good for you because they don't match what you're looking for, maybe physically, or they don't have a certain edge. You're trying to go towards somebody who has this edge, or they look really good on paper, but this person is probably going to destroy some of you. Because earlier, I'm telling you, for me to upload the wrong video, the video cut off last week. This person is like this is like a shape-shifting type of energy. This person does not want you to know who they truly are. For some of you, if you're already dealing with this person, who they are presenting themselves to be is not who they are. This person absolutely has some type of hidden agenda. They do. And for some of you, I don't know what it is about this person, and I'm just going to put this out there. It may not resonate with everyone, but for some of y'all are so into this person sexually, or you find this person so sexy and passionate, and that may be why I'm picking up a lot of that Scorpio energy. Some of you, this person is very mysterious, and this is very stereotypical when it comes to zodiacs, but your Scorpios are known to be very mysterious, very sexy, very alluring, and even aggressive. For some of you, there's something that you are falling for with a person, perhaps sexually, or just their overall demeanor. And all it's about to do is put you back into a very karmic cycle. Because for some of you, you may be done with the past. For some of you, this is a new person. And you honestly feel like this person is bringing about stability. You think that this person loves you, that they're stable, they're grounded, that this is everything that you've been trying to build and manifest. And the whole time Spirit is saying, listen, we're trying to protect you. Choose your battles wisely here, because a lot of y'all are playing with the devil. Don't say that, oh, this person's my twin flame and you don't know anything about them. I just feel like for some of you, you've gotten out of certain situations, and Spirit is about to test you in a major way if this hasn't happened already. And you may find yourself really falling into a major trap here. I'm going to clarify some of these. I'm not going to make this long. Look, the bottom of this other deck is the World card. Exactly. You've already learned some type of spiritual lesson here. So be careful to not jump into another situation. A lot of you right now, you have a karmic cycle that has ended. There's a brand new life that's starting for you, but you're going to cheat yourself out of an opportunity to have that if you fall for the wrong type. I'm hearing in my head Jamie Foxx and Drake. I always fall for your type. Some of you, there's a certain type of person that you keep going towards, and it's an issue. And I'm pretty sure for the people who are Libras, who watch my readings, I'm prepared for plenty of negative comments and thumbs downs, because somebody here also with this high priestess out here, someone is new to spirituality. Some of you, and this goes for the collective, some of you are new to spirituality, and that's why I just heard in my ear, on this high horse where you think that you have everything figured out about, you see how my voice is going out? Somebody here, or some of you, you feel like you know everything there is to know about spirituality. But what you don't know is how to actually do the shadow work and the healing. Because what's happening here is someone here thinks that they know everything because of their past situation, and you're actually going into another karmic cycle with someone. And karmic cycles are not bad, okay? Because sometimes you're meant to go into a karmic cycle to learn certain things from someone. That's fine. However, you don't have to go into karmic means learning lesson. It's gaining wisdom. Something within this you could be triggered that can help you to grow and evolve. That doesn't mean though that you go and you get into a toxic situation. I feel like I'm talking to somebody right now where you see the chaos, you see the conflict, and you see the drama that this person presents in your life, and yet you keep playing crazy. You keep playing with this person. And it's only a matter of time before this person removes their mask and you realize that you really are playing with the devil. Like I said, y'all know on my channel, like I'm going to keep it very, very honest with you. Somebody here, this high priestess next to this ace one, someone has recently come into spirituality and they feel like they're a high priestess. And I'm not saying that you're not, but I'm saying that somebody here is about to get bamboozled. Somebody here is about to get played in a major way. And it's your spirituality, your journey, your success, and everything else is going to be on the line. Whoever this person is that's coming in, or that you guys are dealing with, this person is dangerous. For a lot of you, this is a false twin flame, or it's a very, very karmic past life soulmate that you have. And for some of you, and I am going to look into this in a moment, some of you have some very deep-rooted issues that you have not dealt with that are underneath the surface. You may be doing some healing, but you haven't really healed the part of you that you need to heal to stop actually attracting this same type of energy, demon, or entity that's coming to you just wearing a different face. And for a lot of you, at the root of this problem is a lot of codependency. And I mentioned that in the Libra reading. Some of you, Libra it's like the divine feminine energy. Some of you are too caught up on trying to please other people and be so mothering that you're now turning into a people pleaser, and you're actually making yourself a victim in situations that you've been in several times already. I'm just calling it like I said. I'm going to clarify a few of these cards and then look at the what some of the underlying issues are with you as far as the blockages, as well as the energy around this person. I don't want to make this a really long reading. It's more of just like a warning message. But again, it came out for Libra. And then, like I said, I realized, I was like, wow, well, this is Libra season. So this is probably affecting the collective. That happens every now and then. That happened to me in Gemini season. Something really crazy happened with the Gemini reading, I believe, or it was a Gemini full moon or something. And I realized that it was really a message for all of the lovers or the twin flames and soulmates. I don't know why spirit always tends to do that to me. I guess it's just, raising awareness. So let's see. Let's see what is the energy around this high priestess. Ooh, what did I tell y'all? What the fuck? The Justice and the Devil card. Libra energy. Libra energy. Toxic energy. There's a toxic Libra here. Or here in Libra season, there's just a lot of toxicity here. I'm asking about the high priestess. This is a high priestess who is in a low vibing energy. And if you're a Libra watching this and you're triggered by it, I'm sorry. It could be your energy or the person you're dealing with. But we are not going to sit here and act as though every single person in the zodiac is in a high vibing energy. And that does not make you a bad person at all. It simply means that you still have some things that you need to heal. This is Libra energy. And I'm asking. That's why it said someone here is on their high horse. There's a high priestess here, or someone who wants to be a high priestess. They think that they know a lot and they don't. They're in a very low vibrational energy. I'm just going to call it like I see it. And if this isn't, this may not be you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Libra. This could be any sign here. But here in Libra season, new levels, new devils. Tell me more about this, Spirit. And this is about to be exposed. Just all I keep hearing though is everything is in that. Y'all look, I can't make it up. Ten of Swords. I cannot make this up. We can end this now. Someone here is being sacrificed. And when I say sacrifice, I'm not saying, oh, you're dying. No, somebody here is about to sacrifice their entire spiritual journey and all of their opportunities and blessings in life because they are choosing to play with the devil. There is someone here who is quite spiritual, but because you still have some type of toxic energy, you keep attracting these really, really toxic, low vibrational people. And then you have here, look, the Hangman, the Seven of Wands. Y'all look, the Five of Swords, and then here's the Ten of Wands. And what is underneath that? The freaking High Priestess. Baby, this High Priestess out here, whoever, and I really hope that this is like a reader, or maybe this is someone who someone here is really into spirituality. Okay, let's face it, you guys, a lot of people are very, very spiritual, and they don't have a platform. So this could be some of you. This could be someone that you know. This could be the person of someone that you're dealing with, whomever. But this High Priestess here, this High Priestess is a problem. Because this is someone here who is in a very distorted type of energy. And I talked about that on my channel a few weeks ago. And I said, what is much worse than like a karmic person is a distorted feminine or a distorted masculine, because those are people who are really, really convinced that they are divine and they're not. And those are typically the people who talk the most. Those are the people who go on their platforms and they convince people to go and play around with the devil because that's what they choose to do. Somebody here with this Hangman energy here is delaying. They're delaying all of their blessings and their abundance. This person, I don't know who spirit guides are here, but first of all, it's because I'm hearing things that I don't typically say. So earlier I heard this person's high on the, what do they say? High on the horse. But then I just heard this person is hot in the ass. Listen, I don't know. Somebody here is hot in the ass. And then I just looked down and I said that, or I heard that when I saw the Queen of Wands. And then the queen that's on the bottom of this deck here is also the Queen of Wands. There's somebody here who's very, very sexual, perhaps very drawn to people because of sex. Like I said, for somebody here, you're about to get bamboozled because of sex. There could be sex magic here, but somebody is under some type of influence. But look at the cards here. You have the Hangman, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands. You are up against some type of battle here that you keep on facing. You keep fighting. The Hangman here, there's about to be more delays in this situation because this High Priestess is in a very low vibrational energy. This High Priestess has not a clue about what they're truly doing or the type of people that they are around. This is somebody here who has really convinced themselves that they know about themselves and the people that they're dealing with, and they're completely clueless. And this message I know is extremely triggering because I feel like I'm really talking to some of you guys. This could be someone around you, but this is the energy that some of you are in. And maybe you're in this energy because of the people that are around you. Maybe some of you are in this energy because of the things that you've been listening to. Y'all know on my channel, and especially if you book a personal reading with me, this is a stream of like, this is what I do daily, and I still tell you, stop watching tarot. My first thing of advice for most people is take a few weeks to a month, stop watching tarot. You don't have to watch me. If watching me is going to have you in a toxic, low vibrational energy where you miss out on opportunities in your life, do not watch me. And I will tell that to anybody. Because a lot of people, they cannot hear themselves because they're too busy. Yeah, I don't know whose energy I'm picking up on, because I keep getting the urge to curse, and I don't typically curse. And that's what I'm saying. And that's exactly, Spirit just is telling me that's because some of you are around somebody, they're shifting, they're changing the way that you act. You being around someone, some of you need to be careful if you're doing this. If you find yourself around somebody and you're cursing, you're drinking, you're smoking, you're carrying yourself in some type of way that you normally don't carry yourself, especially if you know you are a high priestess, you better not let this devil come in and take your virtue or get you to do a bunch of things that you know are not actually in alignment with who you are or what you worked your ass off to become. Because a lot of y'all, that's exactly what's happening. Especially here in Mercury retrograde. Y'all are going back to these past people, or when the past can't come back, the devil will send somebody else that's just like that past person. But what Spirit told me is that if you take a chance with this devil here, it's going to be worse than any devil that you've had to fight before. Seven of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. You really need to assess and evaluate exactly what's happening around you, because a lot of you worked very, very hard to get to where you are. And your ships are coming in for many of you, but you're being tempted. Like I said, I'm this devil. You're being tempted. Some of you, you're losing hope. You're losing patience. You're losing faith. And this is where you need to not break right before this breakthrough. Libra season is justice. You're getting so close to what you truly want, what you need and what you desire. Of course, the devil has been watching you the whole time. And for some of you, your weakness is love. Your weakness is sex. Your weakness is codependency. You're falling for the drama. If you have somebody that's coming into your life and all of a sudden you've got drama in your life, you're changing the way that you act. You're codependent on this person. All you can do is think about this person. That's not healthy love. That's not a twin flame. Your twin flame who comes to you in high vibing energy, they're going to help you to actually grow and succeed. But y'all have to realize that sometimes false twin flames and karmic soulmates, they look a lot like a twin flame. Just like a narcissist seems like a dream. That's what I titled that Libra reading. This person can seem like, or not, it may not have been Libra reading. I think there was Aries. Maybe some of you are dealing with an Aries, or there's someone that embodies the energy of an Aries. Whoever some of you are dealing with, this person is very, very dominant, very domineering, obsessive, and possessive. And there's somebody out here who thinks that that's cute. And the only type of person, and I'm going to say what I'm hearing, the only type of woman that finds it cute for someone to be really forceful and pushy, obsessive and possessive, is somebody who is extremely low vibrational and insecure underneath it all. That's not cute. And it's not something to play with. Because these people out here, if you haven't noticed lately, they're constantly snapping. So your boo that you think is just pushing you around and you think is cute right now, those are the same people that y'all watch the news. So it's not a game. Somebody here is really taking this as a joke. Like I said, somebody here thinks that they are a high priestess, and you've already been somebody has got your mind gone. And the card that just fell on the floor is the Ace of Wands. Yeah. All these cards just fell on the floor. I'm going to read these and then I'm going to get into the blockages. We have here the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Hermit, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, some of you have a person with the Hierophant here and the Hermit. With the Emperor here, this is a very, very, very powerful person. Some of you are dealing with someone who is extreme, like a real spiritualist. But every spirit is not a good spirit, you guys. Demons are spirits too. Some of you are looking at somebody and you think that this is your divine masculine or feminine. You're supposed to marry this person. This is your twin flame, your soulmate. Whole time this person has been studying you. If you notice here, like the Hierophant is looking straight ahead. This Hermit here, this to me, it signifies two different people on your spiritual path. You both may be spiritual, but you're not walking the same path. And for some of you, the main reason why this person came into your life was to deter you. This person came into your life with a bunch of passion, the best sex you ever had. You're so drawn to this person's masculinity and the aggression or whatever. Even if you are a guy watching this, you could have a woman and she just is very, very confident and passionate and she looks good. And you think that this is everything that you want, but I promise you it's not. Of course, this story is not going to resonate with everyone, but if it's resonating, then take heed. Page of Wands here. Somebody watching you. Someone here has a plan to get you with the Moon card here, and they come with secrets. They come with ulterior motives. Something here is not right. There's something beneath the surface. But you know what? All this is really for those of you that this resonates with, and I'm not sitting here trying to pick on you or judge you, but you need to see that you really, if you have things that are beneath the surface, you're going to attract that. Some of you have issues beneath the surface, like this Moon card here. You have doubts, fears, insecurities, unresolved pain, trauma, and other things beneath the surface. You're attracting somebody that has those same issues. And you may be the type to be cool, calm, and collected, but they're not. I'm telling y'all, there's somebody out here that's going to completely snap. The Ace of Swords. I'm not lying to you. Be prepared for a bunch of stress, fear, and anxiety dealing with this person. And if this is your story, you will know it's your story. For sure. Yeah. King of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles here. Some of y'all don't realize that you can attract people who can actually be very jealous of you. The type of people who want to break you down. The type of people who they want your spot in life. These people have mental issues, but y'all don't want to hear it. Somebody here, all you want to do is be on the spiritual guru journey. Being spiritual is more than reading cards and burning candles, if that's what some people think it is. And I've been talking about that for months. Everybody wants to be a twin flame and wants to be divine until it's really time to do the work. Let's see what kind of energy this person is in that's coming towards you. And then I'm going to look at the potential outcome, words of advice, and yeah. And again, because I'm hearing for some of you that's just like, I can't believe she's saying that. For some of you, maybe, like I said, everybody, it's easy for people to get off of their path. That's why you have to test the spirit and be discerning. I'm not coming here and trying to judge anyone, because I know that this is a really triggering message for those of you who you know that your spirit. But me as a reader, other readers, therapists, coaches, we all run into this type of energy. The whole point in being able to actually listen to tarot, they can provide you with a bit of guidance and not feed you a bunch of BS, is to be able to actually change these outcomes when these situations come towards you. Some of you are already dealing with this type of person. And I'm going to tell you a really good indicator of you dealing with someone that is karmic in your life. Not always, but a lot of times when everything around you starts going from sugar to shit with that person in your life, you need to really pay attention. You really need to pay attention. You meet somebody and all of a sudden just everything happens. Your hair is falling out. You're arguing with your friends or your family. It's stuff happening at your house, with your kids, everything happens. It's no different than when you know that you've made the right decision getting out of a relationship, when everything starts to go well for you as soon as you eliminate certain people out of your life. It's because people around you affect your energy. Trust me, I'm dealing with it currently myself. So I know. It's your own friends and family. So I'm certainly not trying to pick on anyone. So I don't want you guys to take offense. I'm just saying somebody here is getting off of their path because of a bad low vibrational energy that's around them. And unfortunately, you really like this person. Look at the card that came out, y'all. What did I say about this person? This person is a vampire. Y'all, this person is depleted. This card says, the light attribute of the vampire makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. I'm telling you right now, someone is trying to steal. For some of you, they're trying to even steal your gifts. For some of you, they want your position in life. But the shadow attributes of the vampire, this card, it says, depleting others for your psychic survival, chronic complaining, and codependency. That's what I'm saying. For some of you, you're empaths and you constantly attract energy vampires. But the problem is that you have codependency issues yourself. It's an empath narcissist paradigm. You are wanting love and you feel comfortable being able to give love. So you attract broken people. Some of these people are broken. They're demonic. And they have the capability of ruining your life. But y'all are so hell-bent on, let me love you, let me love you. Baby, you cannot. If you pick up a snake and you nurture a snake to good health, I say this all the time. Put that snake in your house with you. If it gets hungry, it's going to bite you. That's its nature. Y'all got to stop thinking that you're going to change the nature of a person, because you're not. Some of y'all are really having sex with somebody. This person is draining you. They're draining you. Look at your money. Is your money dwindling down? Oh, be prepared. Because some of y'all thought that y'all had a devil before. You really met one this time. This person is no joke. This person, whoever this energy is, has almost messed up 3 videos for me. And this energy does not want the truth to be spoken about them. They don't. Look, hero. Some of y'all, you and this person, because it's some of you, you're mirroring this person. Some of you have a passion for going on a journey to empower other people. But in this card says the light attribute, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. But the shadow attribute of this is someone here who escapes and has a false sense of heroism. Heroism. That word is a struggle for me. But you see what I'm saying? It's like the light versus the dark. Some of you are high priestess. You are divine. You've done a lot of the work. But your need to fix other people is going to drag you down. Some of you want to empower people. So when you meet a broken person, you try to empower them. This person, they don't give a damn about trying to be empowered. This person is coming in to rob, steal, kill, and destroy. And some of y'all, I was thinking about this earlier. Y'all need to stop getting tricked because you want a treat. Halloween is coming up. Some of you, that's exactly what's happening here. You want a treat so bad. You want to feel alive and some passion, and you want the sex or whatever it is from this person so bad that you're really about to get tricked. Wow, the priest card comes out. It says, violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. Y'all, I'm about to leave it right there. Seduced by your own spiritual role. Like I said, there's a high priestess here or a priest that is using their spirituality, their gifts, their abilities for all of the wrong things. This could be you or the person that you're dealing with. To be honest with you, for some of you, it's both of you. For some of you, another thing that has happened, especially if this is someone that you're dealing with, let me put this out there for people who are really spiritual. Stop trying to get in relationships with other spiritualists. When you don't really know that person's spirit at all. Some of y'all are really spiritual, and you know where you mess up? You go out here and you teach everything to the devil. Y'all go and you pick these low vibrational people. And before you know it, you want to teach them about tarot. Well, now you've taught them how to spiritually spy on you because now they watch more tarot than you. You want to teach them how to pray and meditate. Well, now you're teaching them how to pray and meditate and visualize how exactly they can hurt you. Y'all be teaching everything that you've had to go through to become who you are, to become empowered. You go and you teach all of that to the devil. So you really invite the devil in to trick you and to hurt you. That's the problem. Why? Because you fall for the passion, the chemistry, the sex magic. See, some of y'all don't know this. A lot of people don't talk about their gifts. I don't go out and tell people, hey, I'm a reader. Hey, I'm a psychic. I don't tell anybody that. My friends and family don't even know that. I haven't told my friends and family about my channel. It's not your business what I know about you. It's not your business that I can read you the way that I read you. And I will read you to filth. But see what it is? It's like with this card, the priest. Somebody here thinks that somebody feels like spirituality, it's a fad. So when you run out there and you want to, oh, well, I'm doing this and I'm spiritual, I'm a spiritual guru overnight. Y'all know how I say the TikTok witches. That gains clout for some people. But then you go and you teach the wrong people things that are meant for good, and then they use it to hurt you. I've been telling y'all for the longest, y'all keep sleeping with the devil, playing with the devil, dancing with the devil, thinking that you won't get burned. I don't know what else to say. The cards said everything. Everything. Trying to be a hero, trying to be a high priestess or a priest out here. Whole time you're allowing somebody to suck your energy dry. This person is going to completely make a fool out of you. It says violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. That's why Spirit said earlier, you're on your high horse with your fast ass. That's what I heard. I'm just telling you what I heard. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. But somebody is out here doing too much. Doing too much. And don't be mad, because maybe this isn't you. Maybe this is somebody around you. Maybe you need to be aware that this could be a reader that you're listening to. But somebody here is a false prophet, priestess, high priestess, empress, emperor, whatever. Somebody is not about the life that they say they're about. And you know from the tree, the fruit that falls off of their tree, because you can look at the people that they choose to surround themselves with to see that they're not. Because I'm going to tell you, divine beings live a very set apart life, and their lifestyle shows it. And I'll leave it at that. So you can do your own homework and read between the lines. What did I say? You got a new love. Or this says a new love or recommitment to love is developing. Somebody is either coming back from the past, telling you that they've learned how to do tarot now. They've changed and they're such a great person. Be careful. Some of you have a brand new person in your life. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is my twin flame. This is my soulmate. We have an instant connection. Yeah, where are your boundaries at? Where are they? You don't know about this person. This person is obsessive, just like I said. different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. What did I tell you earlier when we saw that Hierophant and that Hermit? The Hierophant is a spiritual leader. This is someone with many tests, trials, tribulations, and a true testimony, and can be a spiritual. This Virgo, this Hermit though, this person here goes on a journey as well. But see, some people go on their journey and they get pissed off about the work that they have to do, and they choose to work for the devil. These people here, they both have the same vision to learn more about their higher self, but what they choose to do with it is very different. Recognize. Look, balance. One person is giving too much. What did I tell y'all? And what is balance? Libra. Libra energy. Balance. Some of y'all, you giving too much in a situation and you know it's not right. You know it's not. And if you keep doing it, you're going to have a bunch of regret. And it's all stemming from your fears around rejection. Some of you, you have a friendship here. And you're calling this friendship, it says this friendship is leading to more. You're taking a leap of faith to go too far in a connection with somebody that you don't really need to be involved in because you have fears around rejection. Don't let your codependency or being lonely or on this high horse with being spiritual get you into a situation with the devil, because you're not going to get out of it. I posted a reading, I think last week or the week before, and I told you guys, if you get your butt entangled with the devil this time, when we are dealing with all of this instant karma, it's going to be really hard for you to get out of it. And I see in this reading that a lot of people are playing with fire. When I tried to do that reading earlier, 3 men came knocking on my door. It was 3 men. One man came in to check the fire extinguisher. 2 more men came in to start checking all of the fire sprinklers in my house. To me, that's a warning. Nobody ever knocks at my door. When I recorded this video last week for Libras, the singles, talking about this devilish energy, the video just cut off. It's the shortest video out of all of them that I've recorded. It just cut off. This person around you, they don't want you to know the truth. And it's someone close to you. All of you, it may not be a lover. This could be a friend. It could be a family. It could be a coworker. It could be anybody. But this person is really trying to come around you and work with you. And they have really ill intentions. So I would say be careful. And this is a collective energy. But a lot of you, you can go and you can watch the Libra readings, the twin flames and separation, as well as the singles reading. And it may give you a bit more clarity and insight. Because for some of you, you are true twin flames and you're separated from your twin. And now you're quickly trying to jump into another situation. Because you feel like you're done with that old situation. You've dismissed your twin and you're ready to do something. And you have a counterfeit twin coming in now. A past life karmic soulmate that's going to really test you. Because the divine is trying to see, are you actually ready for something better? They're not going to give you something better when you're still in that same energy. Spirit, what's the main blockage here that the collective needs to work on during Libra season? Wow, I just saw the look at this. Temptation. Yeah. Temptation and self-love. Temptation. You're being encouraged right now to do things that are divine, that are going to make the divine happy, that are you need to choose the path that's not normally traveled. You need to make sure that you're doing things that are in alignment. Because right now, a lot of you are very, very tempted. You need to dismiss the spirit of proving. And I almost made a message about that because I feel like I'm doing the same thing myself. Y'all, I've been crying every day because I feel like I keep getting attacked by people. Family, people on the channel, in the collective light. And I'm like, why do I have to go through so much to simply just be? Stop, dismiss the spirit of proving. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. But for some people, because of the fears around rejection, abandonment, codependency, things that we all deal with, let's be honest. Because listen, I was on the phone today with my therapist. No shame in my game at all. I am not perfect. But when you deal with those things, it will tempt you to always make the wrong decisions. And it will stop you from actually being in alignment to really go towards your destiny and be in your actual life purpose. You need to be aware of the things that's happening around you right now. Don't allow being bored or lonely or different, unique in any way, cause you to go down a dark road that you had to fight so hard to get out of. Let go of the things that are, I don't know, tempting you to act out of integrity. Really look at the bigger picture. Because whoever it is that I'm talking to, whoever you're dealing with or you're letting back into your life, you know without a shadow, you know it's wrong. You know it. And yet you keep playing around with it. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody who is extremely bossy, domineering, dominant. I don't know if y'all into some kinky sex or what this is, but you playing with fire. You are playing with fire. Look at this. Playing the field. Some of y'all, you're dealing with somebody and they're playing the field. You're ready to settle down, but you need to be careful with these people that you choose to play around with. This card also says, be careful with your sexuality. What did I say earlier? Y'all better be careful who you're sleeping with. Because some of y'all are sleeping with these vampires. Ooh, my goodness. Oh, goodness. Ooh. Listen. Don't tell me Spirit didn't come through here today. What do these cards say? Dom and sub and choices. Some of y'all got somebody in your life right now. Like I said, you're leaving one situation, going towards another one. That's for some of y'all. For some of you, you're dealing with somebody and they don't just deal with you. Look at how toxic this energy is. Playing the field, Dom and sub. Somebody here really just wants to screw you, to be honest. And then here we have open relationship. And underneath that, teamwork. And then mirror effect. Yeah, mirror effect. You and this person will have you will share unwanted habits or traits with a new love interest. Likely reflecting something in yourself. Like I said, if you're dealing with codependency, rejection, or whatever else, you're about to attract somebody and you think it's cute. Empath, the narcissist. You think it's cute. And it's not. You think it's cute when people are talking to you in a disrespectful way and they're playing these games with you. But like I said, when you're insecure, you think that somebody trying to take ownership of you, it makes you feel good. Some of y'all got mommy and daddy issues or fears around abandonment and rejection, and you need to handle that. You need to check that at the door. Because you out here thinking that somebody wants teamwork with you and this person wants an open relationship and they want to screw you all kinds of crazy ways and get in your mind to get you off your path. Somebody needs to wake up, and you need to wake up fast. Yeah, because you're getting yourself into a love-hate relationship. Good on paper. Prized possession. Yeah. Somebody here, they think you look good on paper. They look at you like you're a prized possession. You're good arm candy. But it's not true love. It's a superficial relationship. Some of y'all are trying to date somebody, like I said in the beginning, because they have some kind of edge to them. Or maybe somebody is doing that with you. Somebody here is clout chasing and playing a lot of games. But you and this person, it's a love-hate relationship. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody that honestly, they're bipolar, they're crazy. But at the same time, somebody thinks it's cute. And that's why people end up on the news and on Snapped. Because they think when they see this foolish behavior that it's cute. And you know why they think it's cute? Because they've dealt with trauma all their lives and they don't know any better. And that's some of your spiritual leaders that's teaching you that too. And I'm going to leave it at that. So I hope that this provided you guys with a bit of truth and clarity. Y'all know I have not really been here a lot. I'm just taking time to work through the energies just like everybody else. But this seemed to be pretty urgent. I'm still working on content. I'll post more readings tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'll post Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn, and I don't know what air sign, maybe Aquarius. So you guys stay tuned. I'll be posting the next few days. If you're going through this and you need a bit more of clarity in your situation, if this resonated with you, even, and you guys don't be shy. Because like I said, none of us are perfect. Even if you are spiritual and you feel like you're getting off your path and you want to figure out what those blockages are, I'm open for personal readings and I don't mind going into it. I mean, we all, like I said, I talked to my therapist today. So, hey, therapy, learning your blockages, it's all a part of self-love. It's all a part of self-love so that we don't continuously sabotage ourselves. So if you're wanting to look into that, you can book a reading and we can do, an in-depth reading to kind of get to the bottom of things so that you can start trying to avoid this type of energy or not allow yourself to get in too deep. Learn how to recognize the patterns, okay? So even if you are, most of the people who come to me for readings are very spiritual, some even more spiritual than me. Well, and what I mean by spiritual, I'm just saying, let me not say spiritual, but a lot of people are very, very gifted. Okay, more gifted than me even. I'm a reader, I'm a seer, but you guys, all of us have gifts, and not everyone is on YouTube sharing them. So if this resonated with you when you're seeking more clarity, feel free to reach out. The information for booking a personal reading is in the description box, but I don't want you guys to miss out on your opportunities because this spiritual warfare, it is real. It is tough. It has been long. It has been difficult. And the enemy is just finding several different ways to create these strategies and illusions to keep us blocked. But this devil, whoever this devil is that's showing up right now, this person, they're not as smart as they think. Because this person has come out in 2 readings, cut off a reading for me. Like I said, let's just everybody ring the alarm. Ring the alarm, because we know that this energy is out here lurking. So be vigilant, beware, and don't get caught up with this, y'all. Don't. Anyway, I love you guys all very, very much. Make sure that you always go within so that you never go without. Listen to your higher self. Like I said, with this high priestess and devil energy here, there's people that we all go to sometimes for guidance, and they may not be in the right energy for you in that season. So be careful. Every few months, I have to stop going to certain readers, or I stop watching certain readers. I don't really like to get tarot readings on myself now. But I constantly stop watching readers every few months, because when I don't resonate with readers anymore, I don't deal with them, period. As you grow and ascend, when you see spiritualists doing low vibrational stuff constantly, being fake, if you're not trying to do the same thing, be careful of what you listen to. Because that energy is heavy here. The blind is leading the blind. Don't let these people lead you to hell when you already had to crawl out of hell. And it comes in the forms of readers, friends, family, co-workers, people at the church. It does not matter. Learn to be discerning. I'm done preaching and rambling, you guys. I love you. Peace, love, and light, y'all. Hang in there. I know it has been difficult. Hang in there, y'all. We're all in this together. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye.